Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Baker going to throw this right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mayfield off the play fake. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
A first down throw for Mayfield. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ready. Ready.
Now a first down throw for Young. And that is incomplete. Well, these two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Young to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 67 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On the counter, Hunt. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kareem Hunt, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now Mayfield. And this is what here. Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Panthers had 11 and 5 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Following the interception, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it will be good for 15 on the 1st down. It's Young off play action. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Check fuse. Set, go.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Ready.
18-yard line.
12, 10. Set.
On play action, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Buccaneers.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Here's Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The throw over the middle, taken in. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had 3 catches last week. His 3rd on this drive alone.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Young on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
That's out wide for Palmer. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 64 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a 2nd. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got
under pressure. They got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Mayfield now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Quick throw, Mayfield completes it. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Panthers 17.
The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 10. Mayfield. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. First down, here's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Out of his end zone, Young. He's got Mingo. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It's Young on first down. Open man is Mingo, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action. Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip somebody at the second level.
And he's going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st and 10, Young. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Young now. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready?
It'll be Young again. And this is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
52 blaster. Ready?
Throwing, Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. With some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Hunt is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you know.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hunt going to run for it. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now Young running the option left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
Okay, right? Hut.
The play fake. Now Young. And Sharp hauls it in. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Ready?
Now a first down throw for Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 33, Buccaneers 21.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Trey Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready, break.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Ready?
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Young on 3rd down. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bucks are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to open. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. He's going to return it to the 21-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is in. touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Panthers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Hey, alert 33.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Ready?
Young here to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Mingo with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On second down, Mayfield again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And all the way down inside the 5-4. 71 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final